Rain falling softly on the side street lights, cars moving slowly through the midnight lines. Your old jacket wrapped around my shaking hands, cold wind whispering things I still don't understand. The river underneath reflects the neon glow, people passing by with somewhere else to go. I hear your last words somewhere in the storm, but this empty bridge feels colder than before. And every red light feels like goodbye. Every shadow brings your face tonight. Rainy tears on the city bridge, falling down like the love we missed. Streetlights blur when I say your name, but the night keeps washing you away. I'm still standing where we used to dream, holding on to broken memories, while the whole city moves like nothing changed. I'm just crying in the rain. Coffee stains still living on your old white shirt. Little things somehow are what still hurt. A taxi passing leaves a yellow glow, then disappears into the roads we used to know. Your voicemail echoes quietly inside my mind, like a song the night refuses to leave behind. The bridge keeps trembling every time it rains. Maybe hearts remember more than brains. And every cold breeze cuts through me, like your silence after we stop speaking. Rainy tears on the city bridge, falling down like the love we missed. Streetlights blur when I say your name, but the night keeps washing you away. I'm still standing where we used to dream, holding on to broken memories, while the whole city moves like nothing changed. I'm just crying in the rain. I'm just crying in the rain. Maybe somewhere past these glowing cars, you already found a different heart, but I still trace your shadow in the dark, like a light that never fully falls apart. Rainy tears on the city bridge, slowly fading with the midnight wind. Neon reflections breaking in the waves, like all the promises we couldn't save. And I know tomorrow still will come, but tonight I'm not ready to move on. So I'll stay beneath these silver skies, where our last goodbye still survives. Streetlights sliding across the dashboard glow, your old cassette still playing soft and low. The highway bends beneath the silver rain, but every song keeps pulling me your way again. Your faded denim hanging by the door still smells like cigarettes and cheap cologne. The city disappears behind the glass, but memories somehow travel way too fast. And every quiet chorus feels like your voice, still sitting somewhere beside me tonight. Dim cassette on the backseat, spinning slowly through the dark, like like the pieces of our story still refusing to fall apart. Headlights melting on the freeway, midnight painted on the sky. Every song keeps bringing back the version of us that never said goodbye. Coffee cup shaking with the engine hum, static radio whispering what we've become. The rear view mirror catches tired eyes, trying not to break beneath these passing lights. Your fingerprints still linger on the tape, tiny traces time could never take. And every mile keeps circling your name, like this lonely road forgot we changed. And every soft echo cuts through slow, like your silence after letting go. Dim cassette on the backseat, spinning slowly through the dark, like the pieces of our story still refusing to fall apart. Headlights melting on the freeway, midnight painted on the sky. Every song keeps bringing back the version of us that never said goodbye. Maybe be somewhere past the city lines. You already left this night behind, but I still drive through ghosts of older melodies, trying to outrun what's still haunting me. Dim cassette on the backseat, fading softly with the dawn, like the warmth of your hand after both of us were gone. And the last song slowly trembles while the morning starts to rise, but your shadow keeps replaying in the silence of the night. Cold street lights trembling on the empty lane, tiny puddles holding pieces of the rain. I walk alone beneath the midnight signs while old conversations replay inside my mind. Your shadow used to move beside my own. Now every step just echoes through the cold. A passing train hums softly in the dark, like the sound of something falling apart. And every small reflection on the wet concrete feels like another memory leaving me. Fading memories on the sidewalk, scattered underneath the neon glow. Every little corner of this city still remembers things I can't let go. Late night traffic moving past me like the world already moved on, but I still hear your voice between the silence every time the midnight rain falls down. Coffee shops are closing one by one, yellow windows disappearing into dark. I still know the places where you left, like my heart memorized every every part. Your old voicemail hides inside my phone, a quiet ghost I never quite outgrow. And every stranger passing in the night somehow carries pieces of your eyes. And every cold breeze through the avenue feels like the moment I lost you. Fading memories on the sidewalk, scattered underneath the neon glow. Every little corner of this city still remembers things I can't let go. Late night traffic moving past me like the world already moved on, but I still hear your voice between the silence every time the midnight rain falls down. Maybe love doesn't disappear at once. Maybe it slowly fades with every night, like footprints washed away by distant storms, still visible beneath the city lights. Fading memories on the sidewalk, slowly drifting through the midnight air. Every broken piece of what we were still lingers somewhere out there. Though tomorrow keeps approaching, some nights never truly end. I still walk these silent streets alone, looking for you again. Snow falling softly past the apartment lights, the city barely breathing after midnight. Your coffee cup still sitting by the sink, like part of you forgot to leave completely. Cold hands hidden underneath my coat, walking circles down these empty roads. Your last goodbye still hanging in the air, like frozen smoke that never disappears. And every quiet second feels too loud since you became a stranger somehow. Frozen goodbye and sleepless nights, cold memories under pale streetlights. I still hear your voice inside the dark, like winter never left my heart. The whole city disappears in white, but I still replay our last fight. While morning slowly reaches through the blinds, I'm still lost in sleepless nights. Taxi headlights fading down the avenue, like every promise slowly leaving too. The heater hums but never warms the room, since all the warmth disappeared with you. Your old playlist whispers through my phone, tiny echoes turning silence into storms. And every hour after 2 a.m. feels heavier than it did back then. And every cold hallway, every closed door still sounds like you leaving once more. Frozen goodbye and sleepless nights, cold memories under pale streetlights. I still hear your voice inside the dark, like winter never left my heart. The whole city disappears in white, but I still replay our last fight. While morning slowly reaches through the blinds, I'm still lost in sleepless nights. slowly fading with the morning light. But your shadow still remains somewhere inside the silence, hanging here. And though the snow will melt away, some wounds refuse to change. So I keep drifting through these lonely nights, waiting for the ache to fade. The hallway light still flickers late at night, same quiet color from the day you left. I hear the elevator somewhere down below, and every sound pulls me back again. Your sweater hanging near the bedroom door moves softly when the cold air fills the room. Tiny things I never noticed then now somehow hurt me most of all. And every little silence feels too deep since you became a memory I keep. Soft echo still hurting through these empty midnight rooms. Your voice lingers like smoke long after you were gone. Street lights bleeding through the curtains while the whole city sleeps. I'm still lying here awake with memories I can't release. A half-finished coffee cooling by the sink, old conversations glowing on my screen. I almost call your name into the dark before remembering where we are. Rain tapping gently on the window glass like tiny ghosts returning from the past. And every passing car beyond the street sounds like you coming back to me. And every cold shadow crossing the floor feels like your footsteps once more. Soft echoes still hurting through these empty midnight rooms. Your voice lingers like smoke long after you were gone. Street lights bleeding through the curtains while the whole city sleeps. I'm still lying here awake with memories I can't release. Maybe healing happens quietly, maybe hard to cover little by little. But tonight your absence feels so loud. Even the silence trembles now. Soft echoes still hurting, fading slowly with the dawn. But some nights still carry the shape of what went wrong. And though tomorrow keeps arriving, part of me stays here, listening to your memory disappear into the air. Midnight glowing on the skyline haze, smoking neon floating through the rain. Your old letter resting in my hand like a memory I still don't understand. The rooftop door keeps shaking in the wind, same lonely sound from nights we once shared. Below us all the traffic slowly moves, but up here everything still feels like you. And every quiet heartbeat in the dark still carries pieces of who we are. Velvet shadows on the rooftop, dancing underneath the city lights. Your reflection fades into the skyline, but never never fully leaves my mind. Cold air drifting through the silence while the night keeps pulling me apart. I still hear your name between the echoes, somewhere high above the dark. Empty bottles near the concrete edge, tiny traces of the words we said. The moonlight spilling silver on your coat, like the last night I held you close. Distant sirens fading through downtown, mixed with songs from apartments all around. And every glowing window in the night feels like another version of goodbye. And every soft cold breeze crossing my skin feels like your touch returning again. Velvet shadows on the rooftop, dancing underneath the city lights. Your reflection fades into the skyline, but never fully leaves my mind. Cold air drifting through the silence while the night keeps pulling me apart. I still hear your name between the echoes, somewhere high above the dark. Maybe some nights stay frozen in time, like photographs hidden behind tired eyes. And no matter how far the city moves, part of me still waits for you. Velvet shadows on the rooftop, slowly fading with the morning glow. But your memory still hangs above me, like smoke refusing to let go. And though sunrise reaches through the skyline, certain feelings never disappear. I still stand beneath these sleepless heavens, wishing Snowflakes drifting through the neon light, the city breathing slowly after midnight. Your cigarette still glowing in the dark, like the final spark before we fell apart. Cold wind wrapping tightly through my coat, your silence heavier than winter smoke. The rooftop rails still holding traces of trembling hands and tired faces. And every frozen heartbeat feels too real, like goodbye still standing here. Frozen goodbye on the rooftop, under pale and sleepless skies. Your shadow fading with the snowfall, while tears disappear in the night. The whole skyline turns to silence, every light feels far away, but your last words still keep echoing through the cold inside my veins. Taxi headlights sliding down below, like all the places we will never go. Your old scarf resting near the chair, still carrying traces of your perfume there. A distant siren hums across downtown as tiny flakes keep falling to the ground. And every breath escaping through the air feels like another broken prayer. And every empty second after you feels colder than the winter moon. Frozen goodbye on the rooftop, under pale and sleepless skies. Your shadow fading with the snowfall, while tears disappear in the night. The whole skyline turns to silence, every light feels far away, but your last words still keep echoing frozen goodbye on the rooftop, slowly fading with the dawn. But the ache still lives between these lights long after you are gone. And the morning reaches through the skyline. Part of me still remains standing where the snow kept falling, calling out your name. Golden light still glowing through the smoke. Bartender wiping glasses all alone. The same old song keeps drifting from the wall, like time somehow forgot to move at all. Your favorite seat still facing toward the stage, half-lit shadows frozen in one place. I swear your laugh still lingers in the air, even though nobody's sitting there. And every quiet melody pulls me back to nights we thought would always last. Golden empty bar that never left, still holding on to every breath, every whisper underneath the light, every lonely Friday night. The neon signs still softly flicker like memories refusing to fade. And somewhere in this tight old room, part of us still remains. Rain keeps sliding down the window glass, blurring all the people walking past. The jukebox hums another worn-out tune while midnight slowly fills the room. Your lipstick mark still stains a coffee cup, tiny proof you once were close enough. And every amber light above the shelf feels like a ghost of someone else. And every soft reflection through the haze still carries traces of your face. Golden empty bar that never left, still holding on to every breath, every whisper underneath the light, every lonely Friday night. The neon signs still softly flicker like memories refusing to fade. And somewhere in this tired old room, part of us still remains. Maybe certain places keep old hearts alive, even after love no longer survives. Like faded songs still floating through the dark, keeping broken nights inside their walls. Golden empty bar that never left, quietly surviving in my chest while the city disappears outside. This room still keeps you by my side. And though the lights grow dimmer every morning, some memories never change. I still hear our shadows talking inside the golden haze. dripping from the fire escape. Neon reflections trembling in the haze. Your footsteps vanish somewhere down the block, but the silence still remembers every sound. A broken street light flickers overhead, painting shadows where our last words bled. My hands are buried deep inside my coat, still trying to hold on to what broke. And every passing car through the storm feels like you leave it once more. Cold, rainy alley in the rain, holding all the ghosts we couldn't save. Streetlights blur beneath my tears tonight, while your memory fades into the night. Every puddle mirrors broken skies, every echo sounds like one goodbye. And though the whole city keeps moving on, I'm still lost where you were gone. The coffee shop across the avenue turns off its lights a little after 2. A taxi splashes water near my shoes as another song reminds me of you. Your voicemail buried deep inside my phone still feels warmer than this walk alone. And every rainy window that I pass carries fragments of our shattered past. And every cold wind blowing through the street feels like your absence reaching me. Cold, rainy alley in the rain, holding all the ghosts we couldn't save. Streetlights blur beneath my tears tonight, while your memory fades into the night. Every puddle mirrors broken skies, every echo sounds like one goodbye. And though the whole city keeps moving on, I'm still lost where you were gone. Maybe certain nights refuse to heal. Maybe pain becomes part of what's real, like rain that keeps returning to the ground, no matter how far the clouds drift now. Cold, rainy alley in the rain, slowly washing all our traces away. But your shadow still walks beside me here, underneath these fading neon tears. And though morning waits beyond the storm, some hearts stay cold after love is gone. So I keep wandering through the midnight gray, where our last goodbyes still remain. Rain sliding slowly down the alley walls, headlights pass and like forgotten calls. The city breathes in tired shades of blue, and every shadow somehow looks like you. Cold pavement shining underneath the storm, your old goodbye still trying to keep me warm. A distant siren fading through the haze, like another memory washed away. And every moving light across the red feels like you're leaving once again. Rainy alley of headlights, blurring through these sleepless nights. Every passing car becomes a ghost of the love I miss the most. Streetlights trembling in the puddles, while the midnight sky turns gray. And I still hear your voice inside the storm, even as you fade away. Coffee shop just closed around the corner. Chairs turned upside down beside the glass. A taxi splashes water near my feet as another lonely song drifts past. Your old messages glow against my screen, tiny pieces of what used to be. And every rainy window that I cross feels like another version of us lost. And every cold reflection on the street still carries traces of your memory. Rainy alley of headlights, blurring through these sleepless nights. Every passing car becomes a ghost of the love I miss the most. Streetlights trembling in the puddles, while the midnight sky turns gray. And I still hear your voice inside the storm, even as you fade away. Maybe certain nights were made to haunt, like old songs the rain refuses to stop. And no matter how far this city runs, part of me still waits for us. Rainy alley of headlights, slowly fading with the dawn, but your shadow keeps returning.